Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Happy Monday. Okay, let's do a time and temperature check. Are you guys ready? It is currently 6:33 p.m. on this beautiful Monday early evening. Let's see what the temperature is. I say the temperature is 83 degrees outside. It's really nice today. Oh, it's 86 and fair. Oh, wow. Well, I just got back from the pool. I was very excited about the pool today. The pool is nice, but it did not meet all of my expectations. So let me tell you what happened. So I knew the temperature was gonna be nice today. So I wanted to get up a little bit earlier and film some videos and stuff like that. And I had also talked to some of my women in the neighborhood. And so it was like, I think 2 other women that were gonna come up to the pool, like the pool crew, and they were like all excited about it, and we were all gonna go to the pool today and stuff, right? So I started filming some videos, and we're like, you know, texting each other, and I was like, I'm gonna film a couple videos and then I'll be up there. And they're like, okay. Well, one of them was like, I'll wait, and the other one was like, I'm gonna head up there now. And so anyway, I'm filming these videos, and I filmed a video like packing my pool bag. I was like trying to get everything done in time to get up the pool in time, right? And so it was full on sunshine. I should have gone to the pool and like skipped filming videos today, and I think I learned a valuable lesson today. I actually got up pretty early today. I got up, well, early for me because I went to bed late last night. I got up about 11:30 today, and so filmed videos, was doing laundry, cleaning up the house and stuff like that. And so anyway, when I came out here, I was talking to my neighbor across the street, and she was like, what are you doing? Because I was like letting Boo Radley out and stuff. And I said, I'm gonna film a couple videos. I'm gonna go to the pool. My plan is to head up to the pool about like, you know, like between like 1 and 2, and then I want to spend like 2 hours at the pool. All the ladies are going up to the pool. I'm real excited about it. And she was like, oh, okay. And she was like, well, I was up there earlier, and she was like, there was like nobody at the pool because she's doing the plans for the pool this hour. So anyway, so I filmed a drama video and announced that I was going to the pool with my pool crew ladies, and I was so excited about it. Then I did a Peter Does Stuff video where I like showed myself packing my bag and everything that I take. It's like what's in my pool bag video. I think I've done it before, but I did another one. Anyway, and I was so excited about going to the pool with my pool crew ladies today, right? Well, while I was filming the videos, one of them like texted, like it's like this group thing. She was like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it to the pool today. She was like, I had this appointment at the last minute that like, you know, whatever, rescheduling the appointment. And then the other woman was like, it's gotten later than I thought it was, and I was wanting to get up there earlier because she was the one that was gonna like head up there before. And so nobody from the pool crew was coming today. And I was like, I'm going to the pool anyway. So I texted my neighbor next door. She and I have been going to the pool. And so I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to the pool. Do you wanna go to the pool? She was like, yeah, I'm on it right now. She was like, I'll be up there. And I was like, okay. So I walked up there and I got us seats and stuff like that. There weren't that many people up there today. There was like this woman that lives in the neighborhood. She's lived in here forever. And it was like her and her daughter, who's probably my age, and then like 4 grandkids. And then there were like these 2 girls that were like college age, and they were just kind of like sitting over themselves. And then there was like this one woman and like her son he was telling his life story to everybody, and he just turned 10 and he's going into 4th grade, and he was like telling all these ladies in the pool his whole life story. He was like real, he was a sweet kid, but he was like real like wanting to talk to everybody and whatever. And his mom was kind of like laughing and stuff like that. And so my friend came up like, well, my neighbor, she came up like right after I did. And so we sat outside like of the pool, and then we like dove in and got in the pool and stuff like that and floated around. So the woman and her son, like they left like as soon as he was talking to the woman, and then like his mom, that was while his mom was like getting their stuff together, and they left. And then the woman that lives in the neighborhood with like her daughter and the 4 grandkids, they were all like middle school age. They were playing like in the deep end. Then they all left like probably 10 minutes later. And so it was just my neighbor and I, and then these 2 college girls. And so it was nice because like they weren't in the pool, so we had the pool to ourselves. Well, it was nice, and it was cold, but it wasn't like super cold. So we stayed in there about like an hour. Actually, I got up there later because when I knew that the pool crew ladies weren't coming, then I was like, well, I'm not going to rush and stuff like that. So I think I got up there about, maybe we stayed up there closer to 2 hours. I think I got up there about 4, and we stayed up there till right at about 6. And then I came home, and Alex had gotten home already, so I just went upstairs and was hanging out with him for a second. and then I just uploaded all my videos because they were uploading while I was gone. And actually, when I got up there and then I was waiting for my neighbor next door to come up there, I watched my drama video back, so it was ready to post. So all I had to do was make that thumbnail when I came home. The other thumbnails were already made, so I just like boop, 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 posted 4 videos, got to go to the pool, and now I'm vlogging. It was a really nice day today. I just wish that, well, I mean, I will say this. I went to bed super late last night. Like, I went to bed at like 6, and I had a hard time falling asleep again last night. So I probably only got like 4.5, 5 hours of sleep, but I feel pretty rested today. By the way, here's a little flower for you. And this is going to be my thumbnail, but I don't know how I'm going to use it yet. Should I put it behind my ear? Pretty is as pretty does. So I'm going to put, it's from my little flower. It doesn't smell at all. And I also brought a Diet Dr. Pepper out here with me. I was going to make a cup of coffee, but I just drank coffee at the pool, a little bit of coffee that I've been drinking throughout the day. And I was like, you know what, I don't want a hot cup of coffee. I took iced coffee up there. I was like, I don't want a hot cup of coffee, because that's what I was going to drink. So I was like, should I have water? I was like, no, I'm going to have Diet Dr. Pepper. So I brought out this Turvis cup. This is the one that has the goldfish on it. It has like water on the bottom, rocks and water on the bottom, and then it has like goldfish. And then you can see it has their bubbles on the top, and that's so cute. See? You can get it on Amazon. Not linked. It's always, so the landscapers were here today. And oh, that's why, like, I waited to make my videos, because they were right outside, like, when I was getting ready to make my videos, and I filmed my videos upstairs in the bedroom, and so it was really, really loud, and I couldn't, I love that sound. So I couldn't film my videos right away, so I had to wait a little bit. That's why I was doing laundry and cleaning the house and stuff like that. They were out here for like 45 minutes, like right in front of my house. Anyway, one of the things I learned is that I can get up early to get my stuff done earlier. Like, I would have, had these women not like cancel at the last minute, and they said, okay, yeah, we're all going to be up there at 1. I could have had like a drama video, a Peterisms, because I filmed a drama video, Peterisms video, Peter Does Stuff video, and what do you call it, and Peter Watches TV video. I did it over that show Eric on Netflix. I did spoiler free, so if you want to watch it, you can like see what it's about, but I don't spoil anything over there. So anyway, I did those 4 videos, and I got them all done like in like an hour and 20 minutes. I mean, rendered, uploaded, like uploading and everything, and then I was ready to go to the pool. So what I learned is, if I get up between like 10 and 11, by like 12:30 or 1, I'm like ready to go to the pool, and I have 4 or 5 videos. So what I was going to do is, when I came back, I was going to film, like if I went up at 1, I probably would come back by like 4 or 4:30, because that's like 3.5 hours, 4 hours of the pool is enough for me, and everybody starts leaving too, to go like to have dinner and stuff like that. And Alex gets home, like he leaves to work about 5, so he gets home about 5:36, depending on if he stays late or not. So I was like, okay, and I knew I was going to save the vlog until I came home. I have to be honest with you though, like I am so cozy, and like I feel, so you can see my fingers are all like kind of pruny from being in the pool. But, you know, I spray my face mist on, that's like that sunbun face mist that smells like coconuts, and then like the deodorant. I put on like a fresh t-shirt and stuff. So I feel like very cozy and very relaxed right now is how I feel. Like I could definitely take a nap right now. I want to order something tonight, but I want to order something healthy. I'm feeling like trying to look up, not piata, I'm trying to look up like a salad from someplace. There's this place that Melissa likes up the street. I can't remember what it's called. But I'm gonna like get on like DoorDash and look up salads. Alex has some stuff here to heat up, so I want to like maybe get like a big salad for dinner tonight. That sounds kind of good. We have Real Housewives of Dubai to watch, and that's it. And then last night I started watching Bodkin. I'm trying to like, it's hard like trying to figure out which show I want to watch, like to binge. And so I was like, last night I was like, I think I'm gonna start watching Bodkin. Bodkin came out on Netflix, and it is with the guy, I didn't know he was in this. The main star is the guy that was in that TV show. I don't really love comedies, I think you guys know that, but he was the main star of that comedy that was called Last Man on Earth. I watched the whole show, like all 3 seasons. I thought it was really well done, and I did like that. But he's the main star of it, and so he plays a podcaster, like a true crime podcaster from the US, and he goes to Ireland, and he has this like research assistant. I think she's just a researcher, not an assistant, but anyway. and she's from London, and so she like goes there with him and is like set up the whole thing, and they go to this small town in Ireland called Bodkin, and around this like Halloween festival that they have every year, 3 people went missing. And so it's really him going there and talking about like the folklore around this festival that they have for like Halloween and whatever. But the festival's not called like a Halloween festival. It's called something, I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, it's not like Samhain either. It's something like that, but not that. They pronounce it differently or something. But then he also has this woman that she's like an investigative journalist, and she's like doing a serious case in like Dublin about this whistleblower, and all this stuff happens, and so her magazine assigns her to go with him and help with this podcast. She doesn't want to be there. And so she's constantly like, the story that you guys are looking for is not the real, like there's a story here, but this is not the story. And so of course they get themselves into like all this trouble. It's like this thriller, but there's like some comedy to it, but it's serious too. So I finished the first 3 episodes last night and started the 4th episode. I was like 10 minutes into it. Each episode is like between 45 minutes and like 58 minutes long. So I'm going to watch the rest of that tonight. I'm really excited to watch the rest of it. It's very much like a light the candles, drink your coffee, have the backpack. I mean, it's a perfect show for that. So I'm going to watch that tonight. I was going to start watching Glitch. It's 3 seasons and it's about people that come back from the dead. I feel like I either watched a show, was there a show called like Leftovers or something like that? I either watched a show, I feel like the show I watched it only had 1 season. I've either watched like the first season of the show, or I watched another show like it. Because when I was like reading about it, I didn't watch the trailer. Maybe I did a couple days ago, but I didn't watch it last night. When I was like looking at it, I was like, this looks like this show that I watched a couple years ago. I haven't even had a sip of this yet. Cheers. So we're going to watch Dubai tonight. I'll take a nap. Oh, we watched Schitt's Creek a little bit last night. What did we watch last night? We watched something before we watched Schitt's Creek. Sunday night. I went to the pool last night with my neighbor. We had a good time. Oh, well, this is kind of some HOA drama. So the president's husband was up there. This was last night, wasn't it? You know, I'm going to start this, like, diary, calendar book thing where I just write, like, you know, like, little notes about what I do throughout the day so I can look back and be like, oh, that's what I did that day, right? I don't want to keep, like, a journal where I, like, today was a great day. I just want to, like, have little slashes, like, have this kind of coffee, watch this TV show so I can kind of look back and be like, whatever. The first book I ordered, I didn't like, but I actually have figured out something that I'm going to use it for, but I'm going to share that in my video that I'm going to do tomorrow. It's kind of weird how all this stuff kind of, like, happens. So, hold on a second. Here, I'm keeping, like, here it is. I'm keeping in here, like, a list of everything I did. So, was yesterday the day that I went to the pool? Yeah, Alex went to the open house, and I went to the pool with my neighbor. Yeah. So, and then I said in here, I fought with so-and-so about the hours of the pool. And then we watched Schitt's Creek. And then I took a great nap, and then I watched Bodkin, is what I put. Okay, so we were at the pool, and there was this guy that comes in the pool. The last 2 times we've been there, he's there. And he kind of, like, comes in, and he, like, checks the gate and stuff like that. And he's not friendly, and I've never seen him before in this entire, like, every time I go to the pool, I've never seen him before. So she and I were like, I said, I think this is the president's husband, and I think he's, like, doing pool duty because they can't get anybody to do pool duty, even though we said we would do pool duty. Just giving you guys a little update on the HOA. So, I said one of us should start talking to him. Because he, like, just walks around the pool and, like, looks at stuff. But he was, like, kind of, like, side-eyeing us a little bit. Like, do you guys belong here at the pool? You know? And this is the story. So, my mom moved in here in 1994. I think I've shared this before. Her grandma moved in here that same year. So, like, we're literally, like, our families have been, like, the longest residents in this neighborhood. So to have that kind of attitude, and we're really friendly with people. So she said something about, she was just like, hey, how are you doing this evening? And he wouldn't even acknowledge her. He, like, wouldn't talk to her or anything. And so she kind of, like, we were in the pool, and he was, like, walking around it. And so she turned to me, and she's kind of, like, shrugged her shoulders, like, I don't, like, whatever. And so he was, like, checking the drains on the thing, like, where you pick it up, like, you know, when there's, like, weeds and stuff, that not weeds, but like leaves and stuff in the drains. And so when he leaned over, he was like standing facing me. He kind of like looked at me, and I said, how are you doing this evening? I said, I don't think that we've met. And he just looked at me. And so, like, I went over to, like, shake his hand, and I said, I'm Peter Monn, and I said, introduced her, and I said, we live, like, you know, right over there. I explained where we lived, and he just, like, looked at me, and he, like, shook my hand, like, real hard, and he just, like, said his last name. Like, didn't say, like, oh, it's nice to meet you, or anything, just said his last name. And I said, oh, I said, so, you know, you're the HOA president's husband, and stuff like that. He goes, uh-huh. She and I looked at each other like, is this, like, for real? Like, I mean, whenever I meet people in this neighborhood, they're always really, I mean, we were very nice to him. And so she said something about, she asked about the pool hours. I can't remember how she brought it up. She was super sweet about it. And he was so condescending to her. I mean, I was about to come out of that pool. I was like, I had it at this point. I mean, we were being very nice to him. And he goes, what are you talking about? And she goes, well, the pool hours have changed since last year. No, they haven't. I go, yeah, they have. I said, we come to the pool a lot. We've been coming to the pool for years. And he goes, the pool hours haven't changed. He goes, what are you talking about? He was, like, so rude to us. And I said, the pool hours have changed. I said, they used to be open till 11 o'clock. Now it's 9. No, it's always been 9 o'clock. I said, no, because we used to come up here. It was always 11. And she was like, yeah, it's been 11. I said, actually, before, he goes, it's always been 11 ever since since this neighborhood opened. I go, actually, there used to not be hours on it. I said, my mom lived in here till 08, and then I moved in here after her. She grew up here, swimming here, because her grandma is so-and-so. And he looked at her and he goes, so your grandma is so-and-so? Because she's the one that, like, used to, like, run everything in this neighborhood. And she's like, yeah, and I grew up swimming in this neighborhood and stuff like that, right? And so she's like, there were no hours on the pool. Like, I used to come over here, you know, like, you know, with my grandma. I'd go visit my grandma, and then late at night come over here and swim and stuff. No, the pool's hours have always been that hour, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know why you're asking me this. I go, well, I'll tell you why I'm asking this. And then I was like, okay. I said, I'll tell you why I'm asking this. I said, because I've asked other people that are on the board, and nobody knows about the hours changing. I said, so you must have changed the hours. He goes, I don't even know how the hours, like, what are you talking about? He was so rude. I go, listen. I said, I did not ask for this nastiness. I said, we approached you very nicely. I said, and now you're coming at us with this attitude. And, hey, hi. I'm telling the story about the pool from yesterday. Don't say his name. But he was rude and condescending, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was strange.
It was strange, she said. Yeah, this is my neighbor from next door. Are we going again tonight, or was that enough for the day?
Maybe. I have to figure out what to eat, though.
Yeah, I'm figuring out the same thing. Alex is upstairs on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Well, I'll text you.
Okay.
We're like, should we go up later again tonight? So anyway, so we went up there later last night, and so anyway, after I kind of like, I started getting out of the pool, and I was like, look, we just want to know what the deal is with the pool hours. Like, we're confused about the pool hours and why they're changed. And he kept on kind of being like, real, like, you know, like, rude with me, and she stayed in the pool. And he was like, and I said to him, I go, I don't understand what the attitude's about. I go, we've approached you very nicely. I go, we're residents in this neighborhood that pay to use this pool. I said, nobody seems to know about the hours changing. He goes, well, I'll look into it. And I go, okay. I said, I would really appreciate that. That would mean a lot to me. I said, because we like, and there's a couple other people that like to swim in the pool up until 11 o'clock. I said, I'm not going to fight about the 11 o'clock thing. I don't need to come in here at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to fight about that. I said, but it's always been 11 o'clock. We don't understand why it's changed. I think why it's changed is this, okay, I think they go to bed early. This is what I figured out, because nobody on the HOA board knows anything about this. They're the ones, because he said, I put it up there, the hours, and I just used the hours from, I go, no, the hours, it's not. I looked it up. I go, I know what the hours were the last year and the year before that, and whatever. He was like, kept on fighting me on this. I think what happened is, I think they go to bed at 9. Okay, this is what I think the story is. I think they go to bed at 9. If the pool closes at 9, if anything happens with the pool, like it overflows, or, you know, people up there are causing problems or whatever, then they have to come over and they have to deal with it, right? They don't want to deal with it after they're like 9 o'clock, because they go to bed at 9. So we're just going to shut the pool down at like earlier. Instead of 11 o'clock, we're going to shut it down at 9. Well, when I talked to this one board member, the board member said, well, the alarm's still set for 11 o'clock. So whether it says 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock, the alarm's set for 11 o'clock. So he was like, well, I'll check and whatever. Well, then he started getting kind of like, she said something to him, and she was like, yeah, she was like, we were just asking. There was no reason to be like rude to us about it. Well, then he started kind of backing down, and he was like, okay, well, I'll check. I'll see what I can find and whatever. And we were like, okay, so then he left. Well, at that point, it was like 20 after 8 or something like that. And I said, you know what? I said, let's test your theory out. And she was like, what do you mean? I go, let's just stay here till after 9 o'clock. Let's see if the alarm goes off. She was like, I agree, let's do it. So we just like splashed around. It was so cold, y'all. But we had such a good time. We were splashed around telling stories. I was telling her stuff about my mom, like when my mom and I was explaining to her, because my mom and I used to play the game Chicken. Did y'all know this? My mom loved this game in the pool, okay? Which is where you like, so you take this leg and you hold it with this hand behind you. And then with the other hand, you take the other person's hand. They're doing the same thing. You try to pull them into the water. It's called chicken or something like that. That's what my mom called it, because you're jumping around like a chicken. So anyway, so we stayed. We left there about 10 after 9. No alarm ever went off. So he said he was going to check into it. Well, then I get an email that I'm included in where the one guy said he was going to send an email about me being on the pool committee. It doesn't say anything about that. It says, I'm willing to check IDs of people at the pool today. Well, they're not going to be happy that people are only bringing the appropriate amount of guests in there and nobody's using the pool and whatever and stuff like that. So I started keeping a list today. This woman that's on the board, she had 5 guests today. You're allowed 4. Wrote her name down. I'm gonna give it to this guy. He wanted the information. He was like, Peter said that he'd be the one to gather the information whenever he's up there. People that are violating the rules. Okay, fine. You want to know who's violating the rules? People on the board. Here, you're going to find out soon enough, okay? But I'm going to swim up there. I told him last night. I said, listen, I'm 51 years old. I'm going to swim in this pool. I'll come in here at 1 o'clock in the morning if I want to. I don't care if it sets the alarm off. Well, we can't have the alarm go. I said, I pay enough money. If I want to come in here at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to come in here at 1 o'clock in the morning. No, there's no reason why there's any time limit on this pool, period, end of the story. His feathers were all ruffled and stuff like that. But he could have been real nice about it, you know? He could have been like, oh, it's nice to meet you. What? Oh, like the pool hours used to be 11? You know, we didn't think people really swam that late, so we decided just to change it to 9. But if you guys really want to swim to 11, we'll move them back up to 11. Because I know it was them that did it. Because nobody else on the board knows anything about it. I asked this other person on the board today at the pool. She's like, what are you talking about the pool hours changed? She went over and looked at it, and she was like, no, it used to be 11. I was like, exactly. Nobody on the board knows about it. They just decided to make that up themselves. Well, you can't do that, okay? Period. End of story. If that's the case, then I am going to run for HOA president. I'm going to change all the rules that I want to change in this neighborhood. I'm going to do things the way that I want to do it. If that's what the rule is, that you vote this person in, no. So anyway, the alarm doesn't go off at 9 o'clock. But it sure does go off at 11, because we were talking about this. I remember a couple years ago, people set that alarm off. They try to go in there after 11. It's like real loud, right? So... Oh, but I will say this. We were in the pool, like, we got out the pool, like, 2 minutes before 9, and then, or I don't know what time it was, 5 after 9 or something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, we were in the pool, because I looked at the clock. There was a clock in there, and I looked at the pool, and I was like, you were right, though. And she was like, about what? And I said, you said it wouldn't even be dark at 9 o'clock. The sun was still out at 9 o'clock last night. I was like, it is, like, bright out here. The sun wasn't even behind the trees yet. There's, like, these big, tall trees up there. So anyway, this is going to be the fight of the summer. It's going to be this pool. Well, yeah, I won't say that. But anyway, so then last night I came home, and then Alex and I, he was like hungry. He didn't eat anything at this open house last night. He said they had fried chicken and stuff like that. My husband doesn't like to eat meat off the bone. Like, ever since I've met him, he's like real weird about, like, he won't eat any meat that has, like, it's on the bone. And I've always been like, why don't you just cut it off the bone? He's like, well, I still know it's on the bone. Oh, so this was what happened last night. You all excited about, you want to hear about my exciting news? So Alex texted me last night while he was still at the open house. He was supposed to, like, it was like right before he left the open house. He texted me because they were talking about it, because his friend, she and her friend are going to it tomorrow night. And he was like, what are you doing on Tuesday night? I was like, I don't know, maybe going to a meeting with Tanya. And then I was like, oh, her granddaughter's coming in town on Tuesday. I was like, no, that's not going to happen. I was like, why? What's going on? I thought he was going to ask me to go to dinner or something like that. Do you want to go out to dinner with somebody on Tuesday night? Because we got a bunch of stuff. We got something on Friday night. We got something on Saturday. We got a bunch of stuff this week. So he was like, he was like, no. He was like, Stevie Nicks is in town on Tuesday night. I was like, what? He was like, do you want to go to Stevie Nicks? And I have to be honest with you at first. Like, this is where my being socially anxious and awkward, I say no to most things that people ask me, even if it's something that I really want to do. Unless I'm really, that's out of my comfort zone to go to, I haven't been to a concert other than, Ultra in, a very long time. And I was like, no, Peter, you're living in the moment, living in today, you need to just go along. This is your birthday present to yourself. Because I don't really have anything planned for my birthday this year. So I was like, this is your birthday present to yourself. You will have so much fun. Alex was like, I'll get the tickets. I was like, no, let me figure it out. I was like, who all's going? He was like, it'll just be you and me. He was like, I think it would be so much fun. I was like, oh my God, I love her so much. He's like, I know, that's why I asked you. He's like, I don't know any of her music. I was like, you'll know her music and stuff like that. So I got online, okay, and I mean, they're expensive tickets, but there were still really good tickets available. I was like, hell yeah. So I texted him, I was like, do you think we should be on the floor, or do you think we should? He's like, no, I think better seats at Game, because it's at Game Bridge downtown. I don't remember the last time. That's where the Pacers play and stuff. So I don't remember the last time I was there, but he knows that venue. And so he was telling me where to pick it. And so I got these tickets. We got good seats. The stage is here, and we're right here. I'm so excited. So he came home and he was like, are you excited about tomorrow night? I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited about tomorrow night. I cannot wait. And he was like, what are you going to wear? And I was like, jeans and probably sandals so I can dance the whole time, and a Stevie Nicks t-shirt. I was like, why, what are you going to wear? And he was like, something witchy. I said this in my drama video, but it's true. See, my husband understands the assignment, okay? And I was like, witchy, because I said, now the last time I went, I don't remember, I looked it up when I was vlogging one time talking to you guys. I don't remember if it was 1987 or 1990, but it was when I was in high school, because I can remember my dad had somebody that he knew that worked for whatever Ticketmaster was, and it wasn't Ticketmaster, but it was whatever, and so they could get us tickets to anything. And so I wanted to go with my friends to go see Fleetwood Mac, and so it was me and 3 of my friends, and we went to Market Square Arena, which no longer exists, and saw Fleetwood Mac, and we had great seats. The stage was here, and we were right here. And so, hey, how are you? Oh, your dog is so sweet. And so yeah, so that was the last time we went, and I will never forget. I mean, mind you, this was 87 to 90, somewhere in there. I've never seen so many Stevie Nicks lookalikes in my entire life, with the bangs and the fringed hair and the boots up to your knees and shawls and capes. I mean, just crying their eyes out when they would see Stevie Nicks on stage, throwing teddy bears and roses up there. I told Alex, he goes, why teddy bears? I said, you don't need to ask me. It's Stevie. You don't need to ask any questions. You guys, I am so excited. I don't think I've been this excited about something in a very, very long time. Okay, so my mom bought me tickets, and then Stevie Nicks canceled the show. And there's been 2 or 3 other times that I've tried to go see her, and it never works out. We're on a trip or something like that. And it never really works out. And so I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait. I was telling Tanya, because I thought Tanya might want to go. I was like, if you want to get some tickets, whatever. She was like, no. She was like, because my granddaughter's coming into town, blah, blah. She was like, thanks for asking. She's like, I think that'll be a good date night for you and Alex. I was like, yeah, I'm really excited, because he knows how excited I am. He's like, he came home today and he was like, are you so excited about Stevie Nicks? I was like, I'm so excited. I pick out the right t-shirt to wear. I'm just going to wear a t-shirt now. I'm not listening. It's a concert. I'm wearing a Stevie Nicks t-shirt, jeans, probably some sandals to dance in, and this hat. It's going to be every day for Peter Monn. So I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait. I was listening to all of her music last night. I was like, all the words to every single Stevie Nicks Fleetwood Mac song in the entire world. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I mean, I even know her new stuff that she put out, So that was my exciting news that happened last night. I'm really excited about that. So I did, though, because, the seats are, there's a lot of seats available still. She ain't selling out like Taylor Swift, to tell you that much. But, well, this was my thing, too, because I was talking to a friend of mine. My friend was like, I don't think Stevie Nicks sounds as good as she did 20 years ago. I'm like, well, of course she doesn't. But here's the thing. Stevie Nicks may never go on tour again. And so many of you have sent me DMs about how people have sent me videos about seeing Stevie Nicks live and whatever. I've been so jealous. I've wanted to see her for so long. I'm like, this might be my last chance to ever see Stevie Nicks. I was like, get the good seats, spend a little extra money and get the good seats. So I'm real excited about it. So yeah, I mean, and even the good seats were nothing compared to what people pay for these Taylor Swift tickets. I mean, it was a fifth of that. We got amazing seats for Stevie Nicks, so I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I have no idea who opens for her or anything. I don't know if anybody does, but I'm excited about it. So that's tomorrow night. Then Wednesday is Cousin Fun Day. And then Thursday, I think Alex has something Thursday night. His girlfriends, 2 of his girlfriends. And then the friends that we travel with. And then their husbands, like, we went on the couples trip, but then the one husband didn't go. It's the only way I know how to describe them. And then Friday night, we're doing dinner and this, like, the camera stopped. And then I feel like I got a little bit of sun on my face. I feel like I'm starting to get a little, like, pinkish. And then Friday, we are doing dinner with another couple and this, like, event thing that I don't know anything about. That's on Friday night. And then Saturday, he told me something else that we have to do on Saturday. I don't know, remember what it was. I was going to text him and ask him. He's upstairs watching TikToks. Text him. Did you say he had something? Now I'm feeling like maybe it was just him, that he said he was doing something Saturday night. Saturday night or just you? Watch, he'll text me about Friday night too. Oh, he just read it. God, that was quick. Like I said, he's on his phone looking at TikToks. So tonight I'm gonna get some kind of salad or something. I'm trying to make good choices, but like a salad, like I'll tell you what I really want. Oh, okay, so Pride is during the day on Saturday. I forgot about that. And he's going to brunch like he did with his girlfriends last year. I'm not really sure. I don't love like big crowds and stuff like that. People always ask me, they're like, why don't you go to Pride and things like that, and you should go to Pride. I used to, like, every year I would go to Pride and stuff like that. I mean, like, even sober, like, well, not like the first year that I got sober, probably the second summer I got sober, I would go to Pride. I used to go to, it's real early this year. I used to go to Pride. Somebody sent me a cameo request. I don't want to say this in case it's somebody that watches my video if they haven't given the cameo yet. But it had something to do with Pride Day. But anyway, I used to go every year. Like, every single year, would do the parade and, you know, like, have brunch and watch the parade, and then everybody would walk over to the park for, like, the Pride Day festivities, and then, you know, watch the drag queens, watch the singers and stuff like that. I did it for years and years and years. I don't love crowds. Like, even tomorrow night, going to Stevie Nicks is going to be like, I know this is crazy, and you guys are like, you make videos, and like, okay, it's still a struggle for me. I don't even know how to explain it to anybody unless you have it. It's like this anxiousness that you just have. I just don't, I don't love being in huge crowds of people. Like, even to go to the movie theater or the mall, I don't love it. And so, and it's kind of been something that's like, it kind of ebbs and flows, you know, through the years. The last couple times, I'm trying to think of the last time that Alex and I went to Pride Day. I was sponsoring somebody, and he and his girlfriend went with us to Pride Day, and then we met, like, some of Alex's friends, and, like, some people that worked at Tanya's Kennel went. It was, like, a bunch of us. I can't remember when that was, honestly. It was a while ago. That was the last time I went to Pride. Last year, Alex went to brunch, and I didn't go, and then he ended up going to, I think he ended up going to the festival afterwards. It's not, I don't know, it's just the last couple times I've gone, I think it's great. I think, you know, everybody should go if you've never been, and I think it's great to be supportive. I support Pride and organizations to do with LGBTQI plus community in other ways. And I don't feel like I need to share those to pat my own back or, you know, whatever, but there's a lot of things that I do that aren't just walking around a Pride Day festival. But I will say this, because Alex was like, you're more than welcome to go if you want to go, obviously. It's like, we got a table, like, you know, along the parade and stuff like that. I might go. I don't know. It just kind of depends on how I feel. What's the weather supposed to be like on Saturday? Probably beautiful. I mean, he knows that I don't love that stuff. Yeah, it's supposed to be nice. 80 and nice on Saturday. So we'll just see. I'll wait till the end of the week and see. It's also him and like 4 girlfriends. And they'll sit there and they'll, you know, like do mimosas for like 3 hours, and then they'll like walk over to the park and stuff like that. I think that's part of it. Like the last couple years we went, well, like we would go with like Alex's like guy friends from college, and none of them live here anymore, and so we would go, and there was like beer tents and stuff like that, so we just like hang out. It's like being at a nightclub. It was like we would like hang out and like socialize in the beer tents and stuff like that, and you'd walk around, oh, like, hey, I haven't seen you in forever, blah blah blah, whatever. Like when you're younger, like that stuff for me is like Pride Day was different when I was like 25 or 26. Like I knew so many people, and then we would like go home, take naps, and get ready and go out that night to the club. Like it's not like, it doesn't feel like that to me the last couple times I've gone. So the tripod fell while I was swatting at bugs around my face. So that's Saturday, and I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna go or not. I'll just kind of play it by ear. We'll see how I feel on Friday. The other thing, it's really hard downtown to get an Uber, like up to the north side, like especially when something like that's going on, like Colts games, Pacer games, like on a Saturday or Friday night. Like it's hard to get an Uber, like it takes like forever. And I don't want to go and then be there for like 2 or 3 hours and be like, okay, I'm ready to go home, and then I can't get an Uber to the, you know, back to the north side. So we'll just kind of see. We'll see how I feel. So yeah, so that's Saturday, and then Sunday brunch, unless it's super nice, and then we will probably just like pick up something and maybe go to the pool, because Alex will want to, like, he doesn't love to get in the water. Like he'll sit on the edge, he'll dive in the water like if he's like hot and whatever, but like he'll sit on the edge of the like pool with his feet and like talk to the people and stuff up there. Usually like on the weekends, like the pool crew girls, like we go up there during the week, but like they come with their husbands on the weekends. So like Alex will talk to like everybody up there, you know, on the weekends, stuff like that. But he likes to lay out and get sun. If it's not like a day to get sun, he doesn't want to be, like he would never go, like he doesn't like to go to the pool at night. Like he'll get his feet in, like while I, you know, dive and stuff like that. But like he'll just like sit there on the edge. But he doesn't like to like he's not like, he doesn't love to like play in the pool and stuff like that. Now if we're like on a trip, like and get in the ocean, he'll like walk out and dive in the ocean and sit there, you know, for like a good half an hour, 45 minutes. Like he likes that. But like just to like be in a pool, like he'll float around in a pool or sit on the edge of a pool, but like just to like play in a pool and stuff like that, he doesn't love all that. So if it's nice on Sunday, we might like skip brunch and go do that, or go to brunch and then come to that afterwards. Thursday I have therapy. What's the weather like on Thursday? Because I have therapy. That might be a good day to go to the pool late afternoon, because I have therapy. I usually have it at 2, and I have it on, or is it tomorrow? Do we move it to Tuesday? Oh, I hope it's not tomorrow. No, it's Thursday. Thursday, 82 and partial sunshine. So that'll be another good day to go to the pool. What might be good about that, though, is that I can, like, get up, make all my videos, have therapy in my bag packed, and then as soon as therapy is done, I can even be uploading videos while I'm doing therapy. As soon as therapy is done, then I can go up to the pool for like an hour or 2 on Thursday. That might be really nice. Tonight I'd like to sit out here and read a little bit too. That's one of the things I'd like to do. I'll be honest with you, I was like thinking about taking a walk earlier, and we had the paddle boards out. So they have like all these toys up there that they keep up there. Although like half of them are gone this year, like half the floaties and stuff. I'm like, who took these all the floaties and stuff up there? We have like 10 noodles in our basement. I need to just donate them up there. And she's like, I don't know, probably kids took them. But anyway, we bought all these 2 paddle boards. We were like 2 old ladies like paddling back and forth. So I got a little bit of exercise, but nothing like taking a walk. But I was like earlier, I was like, yeah, I think I'll take a walk tonight. But now I'm like, I'm just like ready for a nap. Like I am so sleepy. Like eating something, watching Dubai, and taking a nap. This has been a good start to summer already though. So out of the 3 days of June, I've been to the pool twice. June 1st, it was like raining and cold, so I didn't go up that day. But out of the 3 days of June, I've been to the pool twice. Like that's a good start, don't you think? And I was up there on the day the pool opened. So she and I were talking about that today. We were like, we're gonna go up to the pool. Like we're gonna try to get up here as much as possible. I don't think I really did get any sun, did I? I need some sun though, I do. So yeah, I'm excited about the summer. I mean, the summer's already here, but like trying to kind of figure out my pace and my schedule of like, okay, I can still watch my shows late, take a nap. Last night my plan was to be in bed by like 4. Like be in bed and like asleep by 4. But I ended up watching the show too late. I feel like I watched something else first. I don't remember what I watched. But I ended up staying up too late watching the show because it was too good. And then I was like, well, I just won't get that much sleep. But I still got up early. So if I get up early and film the videos and then I can get to the pool, you know, and like having I mean, the other thing is like not every day in the summer is going to be like sunny outside. I mean, some days are going to be rain, cloudy. It's not going to be a day like maybe to go up and take a dip at the pool, but not to like sit out at the pool for like a couple hours. You know what I mean? And so the days that like today, like this is one of the things like I wish I would have done today. Like tomorrow, I don't know what the weather's going to be tomorrow, but like let's just say, I already looked it up and probably have forgotten already, right? But like let's say if tomorrow or Wednesday it's going to be like rainy, right? Like those would be days that I could sit inside and film videos. On a day-to-day, like today was like well it said 86, so it must have been like 87, 88 today. That's beautiful and full sunshine. I should have said, okay, I'm not going to film as many videos today. I'll just do my vlog today and go to the pool and just enjoy the pool. That's what I should have done. And I have to keep that in mind that, you know, then if that means I film on a Saturday and a Sunday, you know, like when I usually would relax or whatever, then I film on a Saturday and Sunday so I can enjoy like a Monday or a Tuesday at the pool. And that's just how it's going to have to go. But this whole like going to the pool, sleeping, taking naps, getting up, filming a couple videos, reading some books, taking a walk here and there, you know, hanging out with my pool crew ladies, hanging out with Alex and Boo, watching TV shows in the evening. Like this is like, I feel like I'm at the pinnacle of my enjoyment of my life right now. Like it's like my neighbor, when we were walking back, she was like, your front walk looks so nice. And I was like, thank you. I was like, your yard looks really nice too. It looks so nice together. The front porch has just enough flowers and plants up here. I watered the ferns yesterday. They look good. I'm like, you know, like I still haven't put my table up, yo. I said yo. Though, I haven't put my table up, though. I was going to film a video today, putting my table together, but I wanted to get to the pool, so I just did a video on my Peter Does Stuff channel of the pool crew, putting my pool crew who failed me today, putting my pool bag together. So maybe tomorrow, I still have this white table out here. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Put the table together. I haven't even opened the box to see, like, I mean, it might be like a 2-second job of putting it together. I'm hoping it is. I hope it's not like having to bring out like the screwdriver and all that kind of madness. I hope it just kind of slides into place. That's my plan. That's what I'm hoping. I think though I might buy one more plant if I see something out and put this table over there and then put one plant on it behind there. Or maybe behind me over here with a plant on it. Might look nice, and then put the new table over there. Yeah. I haven't put the new TV tray out here yet either. I mean, it's kind of solid right now. It's a little shaky, but it's not too bad. I feel like that one, I mean, I don't have to put it out here immediately, but this one's kind of like warped, but, you know. I bought a fan. So last year, it keeps on feeling like it was 2 years ago, but it was last summer that I went to Arizona with Nikki to visit Mel. The fan that I bought at Walmart that I had in like my room there was like I loved this fan. So when I came home, I ordered the fan on Amazon. Do y'all remember? Some people probably remember that. I don't even hardly remember that except for it's in the bathroom. It's been in the bathroom ever since I ordered it. So it's been there for almost a year, right? But I'm trying to make the fan that I have, like that we have in the bedroom, last as long as possible, right? So I was like, okay, well, maybe I should break out this fan. But then I'm like, but what if I like the old fan better than the new fan? But the old fan is like on its last leg, so I need to bring out this new fan. The new fan is like so much bigger than the old fan. It's like an industrial fan. I love it. So I'm going to bring out that too, and this, and then I have all these books that I want to read. My thing is, I don't want, this is where I need to live in the moment, because I'm like, I don't want it to be like September and I didn't go to the pool and I just sat inside and filmed videos all summer long. I didn't read any books. I didn't take walks. I didn't get into shape. I didn't do the things that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be like, all of a sudden it's September and I'm like, where did the time go? Like, speaking of which, I downloaded, this was in one of the movies I watched the other day, but I love the Judy Collins songs where, what's the song called? My mom used to listen to it all the time. I downloaded I'm a Ramblin' Man by Waylon Jennings last night. I love that song because that was in that show I'm watching. Across the golden sea, all the birds are leaving. Where's the time gone, or something like that. Where's it at? Who knows where the time goes. I love that song by Judy Collins. Well, there's a version where she's doing it live, and she said that she first heard it because her producer played it for her at the Chateau Marmont, and it was originally Sandy Denny of, hold on a second, Fairport Convention, which was like a folk band back in the day. They sang it. So I downloaded Fairport Convention with Sandy Denny singing it alone, and then I did not know that Nina Simone sang that. I'm like one of the world's biggest Nina Simone fans in the entire world, so I downloaded the Nina Simone version of it. It's so pretty. And then I downloaded Nina Simone singing I Shall Be Released. I love Nina Simone. And then I was like, oh, I'm in this jazz mood. So one of my favorite songs is John Coltrane's In a Sentimental Mood, and so I downloaded Duke Ellington, John Coltrane's Sentimental Mood. And then I downloaded Round Midnight, Miles Davis and John Coltrane. And then last night I downloaded the Waylon Jennings, I'm a Rambling Man, because it was at the funeral in this Bodkin show. It was like they go to this funeral. Is there any other songs that I downloaded recently? No. Just when I watched Teen Witch, I downloaded Never Gonna Be the Same Again and Popular Girl from the musical. Oh, Nina Simone, I love her so much. I took a jazz poetry class when I was in college. No, truly, it was called jazz poetry. Did you know that was a genre of poetry? And it's about like how jazz makes you feel, or like to the beat of jazz, or like how you relate to a song. And my poem, that we had to write a poem at the very end, and I wrote a poem called Don't Explain, because that's a Nina Simone song, Hush Now, Don't Explain. And I wrote it about somebody listening to that song while they were waiting for like their, I hate the word lover, but like their lover to come like on this like snowy evening, and like they never, like they weren't going to show up, and they fall asleep, and when they do show up, they're like, hush now, don't explain. It was all around that Nina Simone song. Anyway, my dad introduced me to Nina Simone. My dad loves jazz music. He also loves like Waylon Jennings, like country music. I think other than like the punk, electronic dance music, it's interesting because both of my parents had such varied, like, my mom loved, like, folk music, and my dad did too, but my mom loved it, and played guitar and stuff like that, and so, like, she would listen to, like, Joan Baez, Woody Guthrie, Arlo Guthrie, Peter, Paul and Mary, Judy Collins, Joni Mitchell. She loved Joni Mitchell. And then later, like, classic rock, like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Neil Young, Grateful Dead, Led Zeppelin. My mom loved Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac. She loved all of that. But then later in my mom's life, she liked like a lot of reggae music. She had a friend of hers that like got her into reggae music, so I was happy. And she would walk to like reggae music, and she loved it. And then I would make her these mixtapes of like Janet Jackson and stuff, and she loved that. Janet Jackson is coming to Indianapolis as well, and we are busy the day that she's coming, so I cannot go see Janet Jackson. But Alex went and saw Janet Jackson with his girlfriends last time. This is a good example of like, I don't like my social anxiety. And he was like, do you want to go see Janet Jackson? And I was like, I can remember that was like in the midst of my, it probably wasn't the last time she was here, but when Alex went and saw her was a couple years ago, 4 or 5, 6 years ago. And it was when, like, my social anxiety was really, really bad. And I said no to everything. Like, I turned everything down. And I regret that, because I would love to see Janet Jackson. But, so she's coming to Indianapolis, but we're busy that day. We can't go see her. So, oh, and also the Indigo Girls are coming in August. So now I know that's not a show that Alex would ever go to, but I could maybe get Tawny Jean to go see that. So, I haven't seen the Indigo Girls since the Lilith Fair, which was like in 96 or 95. I feel like it was like right after I got sober. That was good. The Lilith Fair was so good. Like Sarah McLachlan, is it McLaughlin? McLaughlin? I never know how to pronounce her name, but I love her. And, the Indigo Girls, Jewel, who else was there? But anyway, my mom loved all that kind of folk music, and then that's what she listened to later in life. She loved the band Garbage, Shirley Manson. My dad, he always loved like country, like my mom would call it country western, because she thought it sounded real twangy. He liked a lot of like Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings. My dad liked a lot of like country music, Tom T. Hall. So it's not, I mean, it's like more storytelling country. But my dad also loved, like, Bob Dylan a lot. He's a huge Bob Dylan fan. And Fleetwood Mac. I can remember, this is so bizarre, I remember when my dad, like, my parents were separated, and my dad brought the Fleetwood Mac Rumors album and gave bought a copy for my mom and gave it to her. And I remember them like dancing in the library to it. It must have been like right after, when did the album come out? Because it must have been like right after my parents got separated. Rumors album. Oh, you know what? I have my Rumors t-shirts too. I could wear those tomorrow. Rumors album. Why does it say British American? Oh, well, I was like, British? Okay. Rumors, when was it released? February of 1977. So I was born in, I would almost be 5. When did Tusk come out? Maybe it's Tusk. Tusk release. Not one of my favorite Fleetwood Mac's albums. Okay, so it came out in 1979. I would have been 7. I have a feeling it was the Tusk album, not the Fleetwood Mac. That's so weird that I always thought it was the Rumors album. I do remember my parents, though, dancing to the Rumors album, because my dad's favorite song on here is not my favorite song. I'll tell you what it is. I don't want to know. Do you guys know what song I'm talking about? Go your own way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here. You should hear Caroline and I sing in the car on Cousin Fun Day Wednesdays. Rumors track list. It only listed like 6 songs on the album. I don't want to know. That's the song. That's what it's called. It's called I Don't Want to Know. My dad, that's his favorite song. Oh, do you know what's on the Rumors album? Why did I never know Gold Dust Woman was on that? Oh, Songbird. I love that song. Never Going Back Again. I love every song on here. Oh, Daddy. Oh, God, that song is so sad. Have you ever heard it? Secondhand News. I love that song, too. I'm excited about this concert. So my dad listened to a lot of that. My dad also loved, he loved, when I was growing up, he had a CD. It was like, Willie Nelson was on it too. Julio Iglesias. It was like, is it Iglesias? Julio Iglesias, whatever. He loved him so much. My dad would play that album, like, or the CD over and over and over again. To all the girls I loved before. My dad would sing that over and over, or play that over and over and over again. My stepmom, she had all the best vinyl, and she had Climax, Meeting in the Ladies' Room, and she had all those of the discos. I loved those back in the day. I would put those on. That's how I got introduced to all that music. I love that. My mom listened to disco too, but she listened to like Thelma Houston and all the like the mainstream. My stepmom knew like a lot of like the other kind, you know, like Climax. Like today, a lot of people know that. Do you all know that song, Meeting in the Ladies' Room? If you've never heard the song by Climax, Meeting in the Ladies' Room, it's like one of the most fantastic songs in the entire world. My friend and I, that I used to go out with back in the day, this is between boyfriend 1 and boyfriend 2 that I claim. I would go down to his house. This was like I was in the best shape in my entire life. And we would listen to Climax, that album of Meeting in the Ladies' Room. And we would call Modeling Tops. And we would walk up. He had this apartment in Fountain Square in Indiana. It was on top of an art gallery. And my friend was an artist. And, well, he still is. But anyway, he lives in Denver now. But we would walk back and forth. He's who I used to go visit in Denver. I almost moved out there. We would walk up and down, like, from his bedroom into the living room and back. His, like, windows overlooked the interstate. It was such a great apartment. And we would walk up and back to that Climax album, Meeting in the Ladies' Room, and we would model tops. And that meant t-shirts that we had bought at Broderville Vintage that we were possibly going to wear that night. We called it modeling tops. Oh my God, those were the days. Those were the days, my friend. My hostas, I have seen a lot of people online talk about, like, rabbits eating their plants. And this one hosta down here, she's not doing good. And she's got, like, bits and pieces off of her leaves. I think the rabbits are eating that hosta down there. But this hosta over here is a little sunburnt. And I said something to my neighbor across the street. And she's like, I think that's totally fine. She's like, it's okay if it's, like, you know, sunburnt and things like that. And I was like, you don't think I should pull the leaves off? She's like, no, I think it'll be fine. But I noticed it happened last summer, too. I think it's because the sun beats down so hard, like, right there. But, yeah. All right, well, I'm going to go inside and see what Alex is up to and see if we're going to watch Dubai And I'm gonna take, if not, I'm gonna take a little nap, and then we'll watch Dubai. But we might, well, tomorrow night we have the concert. I'm so excited, you guys. Can you believe it? Stevie Nicks. I'm so excited. Anyway, I'll be the one sitting there dancing, singing to all the songs with my Stevie Nicks t-shirt on. If you're there and you see me, come up and say hi. Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.